Okay, the live's just coming on. Very good. There's Jeanette. Great to see you, Jeanette. Hi, David. Thank you so much, everyone, for jumping in. G'day, Diana. It's great to see you again. Just check this live's going. And we can start to plug the brain of the amazing Tanya McQueen. There we go. That's looking good. Great. Well, welcome, everybody. G'day and welcome to a Good Life Show. And this is where I get the extraordinary honor of interviewing amazing people and sharing their life lessons and wisdom with you, and how these transforming moments inspired them to create careers, businesses, and projects that serve humanity and help us all live a good life. That is the purpose of this show, to help you live a good life. I'm Justin Phillips. I'm a life hacker, wellness coach, a global leader in cellular health technologies network, and there is nothing I like better than empowering people to live a good life. And today, our very special guest is none other than the amazing Tanya McQueen. And Tanya has got some amazing skills, and Tanya shows people where technology and soul energy meet. So she inspires others to unlock their inner authentic video star. Who wants to be a video star? It's in the world of video.
Yeah.
She helps people share themselves with their audience in a very powerful and a real yet entertaining way. So it is fantastic to have you on the show today, Tanya. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, I'm just so excited to be here. It's fantastic. Lovely to see a whole heap of new faces and a lot of old faces that I haven't seen for a while as well. So welcome, everybody, and thank you for tuning in.
Yes, great to have you all on the call. Thanks for
and thank you, Justin, for the opportunity. You're an amazing man, and I think I love what you do and your being and who you are. So couldn't think of anybody perfect to be chatting to today.
Thank you so much, Tanya. It's always inspiring and uplifting talking to you. So I love it. And yeah, your message matters. So so thank you so much for being on the show. So let's get to know Tanya a lot better and what you do to help people. So would you like to share with us, please, some context around your background, perhaps some of the challenges you've lived through to come to a place of your aha moments, your wisdom that really changed the course and direction of your life?
Well, basically, you know, I love labels and I hate labels, but being called an alcoholic, lesbian, bipolar, deaf twin, there's a lot of challenges in there.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's
a few things that sort of we have to put together that's sort of like, whoa. And it was really difficult actually to choose one defining moment, to be honest with you, because there's been many.
Yeah.
And, you know, I spent a better first part of my life not knowing who I was, not knowing where I was, not knowing anything about life, pretending, playing the game. I worked in corporate, I've worked in retail stores, and I just basically felt like a shell of a body, like just walking around in this meat suit. I had no idea who I was, and there was a real drive and search for meaning in my life and connection to people. And you know, I just didn't know any of that. You know, I drank myself silly most days. I did drugs. I did occupations and jobs that weren't me. But there was always this predominant question in me, was that there's got to be more to life.
Yeah.
And there was this curiosity that sort of, you know, it's like, but this can't be just it. What else is there? You know, I'm doing everything that everybody's telling me, but I'm still not happy.
Yeah, wow. That got deep quick, you know, bit tragic, bit full on, but even in the midst of a great Buddha, right? Life is
but there's a flip side. There's a flip side.
But I love your story, because already I'm like connecting with the challenges and the trauma that I've had in my life to get me to a good space. So
yeah, exactly.
Thank you for being so vulnerable.
And, you know, one thing I heard years ago is that for me, I've soared the depths, but I also know how to soar the heights. And that's the key to it. And I didn't stay down there. I made decisions that took me out to the heights. And I can go down to the depths pretty quickly with a click of my fingers if I choose to. So there's a lot of things that I need to do to look after myself. But predominantly, I know the difference, and I know that place in the middle. Beautiful. That sort of sparkly, magical place that I just, you know, it's like lying in a cool pool of water on a hot summer day, where it just is, and it's a beautiful place to be now.
That is fantastic. Thank you. Thank you very much. So tell us about these life-changing lessons, you know, the epiphanies, the wisdom. As you said, it's not one moment. Life is a number of moments, of course. But, you know, what were these moments of clarity that helped you course correct and change your direction to really start creating this good life?
Well, I want to tell you a story, obviously, because I'm a storyteller. And it started off when I made the decision to stop drinking alcohol and taking drugs. And beginning at the start, I thought, oh my God, this is the worst decision I've ever made. Alcohol was the only thing in my life that actually kept me sane. What are you talking about, taking away that?
Mm-hmm.
And I went to a support meeting, and at that meeting, they say that you can ring somebody if you need help, like a sponsor type of person. So I went to this meeting and I was pretty tragic. I was really low, Justin. Like, I was really suicidal. I thought, oh my God, my life's already low and you're taking alcohol away from me. It can't get any worse than that. What am I gonna, what am I gonna do? And so I walked out of this meeting and I thought, oh, I might go and ring this lady that's just down the road, and I'm going to go to her place and tell her all my problems, and she's going to save me. She's going to help me because I need someone to listen to me and to help me. So the funny thing was, I rang her up and she said, yes, dear, come to my place and have some scones and a cup of tea. Now, I don't drink tea. The scones sounded good. I'm a coffee drinker. So I went to her place expecting to talk about me, expecting to tell her all things that's going on in my life and what's wrong with it. Anyway, I got there. She made a cup of tea for me. I ate her scones. And while I was eating, obviously, I couldn't talk. So she started talking. And she started...
Such a good strategy.
Yeah. Give them food so they can't talk. She started talking and she started sharing about her life and what had happened and where she is today. And I thought, well, she can't have been that low because look at her house. It looks like she's got money. She looks really amazing. She's healthy and vibrant and everything. And after about 20 minutes, she said to me, she said, okay, dear, you can leave now. And I hadn't said anything, still hadn't said anything about me. And I said, okay, all right. So I walked up the road. I didn't just walk back up the road. I skipped up the road. And I remember looking back down the road going, what just happened? What just happened? You know, one minute I'm really low, suicidal, really, really unhappy. Next minute I go into this lady's house. I don't say anything. She talks and I leave. What happened? And what happened, I realized, was she gave me a sense of hope.
Beautiful.
I had hope in my heart, and that's why I went skipping down the road. And that's predominantly, that was a massive turning point for me. I was like, oh, well, if you just shut up, Tanya, and listen, or if you just attract those people that are in your life. And that was when I realized the power of storytelling. That was when I realized when somebody is in their authenticity and all they're doing is sharing the story like I am with you right now, it can instill hope. And that's kind of what's missing in society right now, right? Especially now, you know, what sort of sense of hope do we have now in our lives? And hope is something that you get from another human being, or, you know, a leaf or a tree or the ocean.
Vibe or something.
Yeah. So generally that was one of the turning points. I haven't drunk since that day. I turned my life around. I started the process of what I call self-love and loving who I am and having the capacity to be who I am and feel okay in my authenticity and be okay in all those labels because they're just labels. And the universe reflects that back to me. People reflect back to me how I am being.
That's beautiful. Fantastic. So that's massive turnaround. And so, thank you for sharing that. The wisdom of hope. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So then what happened? So obviously you started to change direction and hope became a part of your life. And then how did you sort of go forward to find your calling, or, you know, how did you find your mission, if you like? You know, what came from those realizations?
Well, basically, I knew that I wasn't happy selling insurance. I wasn't happy running finance companies. I missed the golf, I missed the leather chairs, and I missed the free food and everything. But generally speaking, there was a sense of there must be something more in life. And with stopping drinking and with stopping all the addictive stuff that I was going on in my life, it quieted me down to a space of me being able to actually listen to my soul, to my intuition for the first time. And I asked the question, I thought, oh, what does success mean to me? And the people that are successful, what are they doing? How are they being? And the successful people would say things like the activities that they were doing and the day in, day out sort of thing was something that they lost a sense of time in. It was kind of like that ultimate creativity where you lose a sense of time. And I thought to myself, well, what is it that I do on my day-to-day basis where I lose a sense of time? And at the time, I was making videos of boys crashing on their mountain bikes, the boys that I was step parenting. And I would just be editing it and think it was really fun.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, I might just go and learn a little bit about film editing. So I wonder what courses are out there. And then sure enough, 2 days, there's an open event at a university to get a diploma in filmmaking. And I thought, well, I might just do that for fun. I'm still selling insurance. I'm still making money. Why don't I go and do that? In the journey of doing that course with 17-year-old boys, I was 34-year-old lady or 42-year-old lady or however old, 42 I was then.
Yeah.
I was just in heaven. It was the first time I was doing something. I never saw myself as creative, hence why I always managed companies and businesses and everything. Made my first music video and I was like, oh my God, I can tell people what to do. They do it because I'm the film director. I know it sounds a bit sick, but it was like really satisfying because for me, when you're on selling and management, it's all about listening.
Yeah.
And I was a qualified counselor, all about listening and creating spaces. And here I was being able to ask people to be what I wanted them to be for my movies.
But you're coming in from a space of like loving your creativity, being fully empowered with who you're being, and then being an authority and directing, being like a director, movie director.
Yeah. And then it's sort of like all the film things, just like be a director of your own life, Tanya. If you don't like the people in them, get them out of it. What are you focusing on is what you get. And if it's blurry, well, then just wait because something will become clear. Edit what you want. You know, everything about filmmaking and the creation processes and everything, I started sort of looking at it and applying it to my life and to my business. And then I sort of went next level and thought, well, I don't want to film funerals and weddings and stuff. So I thought I want to film hope. I want to bring that essence of hope that I felt. How can I do that? And I went with business owners because business owners, we're all unique. When we're self-employed, there's something really special about us, right? Well, I think so. I am being judgmental, but
yeah, totally. We're certainly, you know, on the fringes, willing to take risks, out there, you know, make it happen, determined, all these things. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got this sort of, I don't know, playfulness, maybe curiosity that drives us to. We all want a better world. We all want, and I'm assuming here, we all want a better connection with people. And when I was doing some research, I noticed that Google at that time was buying YouTube. And I went, the future of the world is going to be video.
Yes.
But I don't want to just do video. I want to do soulful video. I want people connect to you and your sense of hope. So that when you're being the authentic you and you're connected to that in yourself, or you're just telling a story or whatever, that inspires people. They want to be around you. They want to hang out with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
They want what you have. The problem is that most people get in front of camera, and I know I can say it in here, but they just look like a dick.
Yeah. Totally.
I'm just looking at them going, you know, I know that person. What are they doing? Why are they like that? And it's only because they have what's called filters. They have masks. We all have masks in society. We all have fears. I've got them. Everybody's got them, where we're trying to be who we're not. And I spent most of my life being what you wanted me to be, to the point where I didn't even know who I was, how I don't know how to be, because this is how I'm meant to be according to the world.
That's so profound, you know. So many people, I think, can relate to that, where they feel like they're dying inside trying to be a certain way for someone else. Yeah. So key. Absolutely. So scrap that
And it's exhausting, right?
Yes.
It's so exhausting. I think because I have the capacity to laugh at myself, because there's been so many tragic things in my life that I can't do anything but laugh, because it's a release of whatever laughter means. But for me, it means that I'm not taking myself too seriously. And it's not that I don't care what people think of me, because I really do care what people think of me. It's just that I'm able to laugh at myself and not worry on another level.
Yeah, love that.
You know,
Self-forgiveness.
at the same time, it's really difficult when people get in front of camera. They have these mirrors and masks and stuff like that they are portraying that's not who they are. And so I see sort of my role as helping you get rid of them. Well, not get rid of them, because they've protected you for years. So it's about honoring those masks, but it's also, well, it depends how important it is for you to get you connected to people. And I don't know if it's about whether we want to be more successful. I just want to get in front of as many people as possible to share what I know as an expert that might assist you as an expert in what you're doing.
Well, I think
that's really important.
It goes back to what you said, that timelessness. When you're doing something where time disappears because you're in your flow, you just love it. You know, obviously that's a pretty special, magical place where we're fulfilling our potential and our fulfillment. Right, so that's awesome. So how do you serve humanity with that, with the film? So you're helping people come out of their shells, so to speak, and be more authentic. And what do you see happen to them, particularly the business owners? What happens to their businesses when you help them do that? And when people can be freely expressed on video, what changes in their world?
I think when people are given permission to be themselves and really be themselves, and then the next level of that is witnessing that.
Yeah.
So when you see yourself on camera and you learn to drop all the criticism, I'm too fat, I'm too this, I'm too that, you know, I don't look good, I sound weird, and all that sort of stuff. When you can learn about, and that's what I teach in the McQueen method and some of the courses that I run. When you drop all that and you actually see who you are and you're reflected back to your it's an amazing feeling. I look at myself on film and go, oh, she's so cute. Look at her, what she's doing now. And oh my God, I can't believe she just said that. And, you know, it's sort of like creating this persona that I've fallen in love with, which is me. It's another form of love. And when you love yourself, that comes through the camera. And this is where the soul energy, I believe, and it's metaphysically proven to be true, but I'm not going to go down that path and explaining it all to you, that right now I'm talking to you and the energy from me is going into my camera, into the computer, into the World Wide Web, going into your computer, your camera, and coming out of your computer. And hopefully you can feel my energy.
Yeah.
If you're open to it, if you're open to receiving it. And that's the technology flow that happens. And so for me, it's just really important. You've got an important message that you want to share, and I can help you do that in an authentic way. And I sit with, imagine if everybody was just being their authentic real self. Imagine if everybody spoke their truth without fear and just said what it was that they knew, how better the world would be. It's like that ripple effect. Like, I don't have to go out and save you. I don't have to go out and help you. If you put your hand up and ask for my help, I'll come. If I can. I might not be able to fly there right now, but I'll be able to help you in some sort of way. And it's a fundamental sort of thing I do in my business. If someone wants help or support, I'll be there 110%, everything that I've got in that moment to be there for them. And so for me, it's that sense of hope. If I'm giving you a sense of hope that you can be in your energy and portray that in a really good video, then of course, what are you doing for your clients?
Yeah.
You're giving them a sense of hope.
Yeah.
And people, you know, it's sort of, I don't know, I just can see a world that's full of love and hope and realness. And kindness is probably one of the big words there. And and the capacity that we're able to and embrace our labels, or let people just be who they are. I've got a twin sister, right? And she looks like me, she sounds like me, but she's not me. And that's how I understand and about embracing individuality, even though someone on the planet looks like me. It's weird, right?
Yeah. That's a bit of a reality check that most of us don't have.
Yeah. It's sort of, but that's taught me a big lesson about not to judge, but the having a reflection of someone on the planet that is like you has really helped me sort of, what would the word be? Accept that uniqueness in each of us, and to not compare.
Yeah.
It's really nailed the foot in the door with that. Comparison is the biggest disease out there.
I agree.
And when people are making their videos, I don't want you to make a videos that's the same as mine or everybody else's. I want you to make videos that you're making because you think they're cool or you like it.
Yeah.
And not to compare ourselves with anyone else, because we can't. We're all very different.
Yeah. I want to make videos that I look at and I like as well. That sounds like a good plan to me. That's wonderful, Tanya. So it's incredible parallel that you've had in life where you're doing what you love, helping people be creative and express themselves on video and share the message. And I say that on this show all the time, your message matters, we want to hear it. So that's just perfect. But in so many respects, there's so many parallels with life lessons and personal, professional, spiritual development in people becoming more than whole self through what you do. So fantastic in your service to humanity. That's really inspiring, and that I didn't know many of those kind of background facts from the conversations we've had.
Well, it's not something you sort of run around saying I'm an alcoholic, lesbian, bipolar, deaf twin, do you? It's like, hi, how are you? Guess what? So when people say, what do you do? I say, well, do you mean yesterday, today, or tomorrow? Because it just changes all the time.
That's classic.
But it's more important about who I'm being, and I'm just being the best I can be with what I have right now.
Yeah.
And that's all I can do.
Yeah. Perfect. Beautiful. And such a great lesson, a message of hope and inspiration at a time where, yes, we certainly need more kindness and self-love and hope in the world at the moment. So fantastic for you sharing that with us. So the main challenges that your clients and audiences have obviously has got to do with this. How can they be themselves on camera? How can they get this message out there? So can we maybe take just a little second, like a couple of minutes, to go a little bit deeper into that? Like, for example, I'm on camera now. So do you have a tip for me? As an example of like what you obviously do a deep dive in the courses that you do, but
well, a tip I have, and it's been pissing me off. Oh, did I just say that? It's been annoying me for a long time.
Yeah, okay. So you're not backwards about being forwards. That's
okay.
good.
Everybody asks me a question. Do you think it looks like he's got the fan is coming out of his head?
Oh, yes, I know that fan. I have that fan.
And the ceiling.
Yeah, good news. I've got good news on that front.
So one of the things you can do is a lot of people I can't even see, you'll see the ceiling like that.
Yes.
That's a big no-no, because it looks all a bit weird. I mean, looking at everybody now, you're looking all pretty good, apart from Diana needs to sort of straighten up. But see the ceiling, what you want to do is just a tilt of your camera. So you want to tilt your camera down so you can see it like this. And also, I'm sitting pretty much eye level with you.
Yes.
So I'm not looking down on you. So when we talk about power discrepancies and body language, because the thing I love about filmmaking is it's all about the psychology of human beings.
Right.
The filmmakers choose certain camera techniques to create an emotion in you. You go to a movie to what? Cry, laugh, feel sad. So there are certain camera techniques that make you scared, make you laugh, make you cry, and you don't even realize it's happening. It's all subconscious. Our subconscious is huge. So filmmakers are tapping into that subconscious world. So therefore, when I'm teaching you all of that. I'm teaching you all about the psychology of humans. So therefore, when you are looking down on somebody, meaning you're sitting higher than your computer and you're looking down onto the screen, you're actually looking down on me and I'm feeling submissive. and oh, look, you're in a position of power.
Okay, yeah.
So to even it up, at same, I'm a qualified counsellor. If you've got two chairs in your counselling room, you want them the same level. So there's no power discrepancies. And round the other way, if you've got the camera lower than you and you're looking, you're holding it up high, because why do we hold our cameras up high? Because we don't want to look fat.
That's part of it, yeah.
The old twin thing. It's like, oh, Tanya's been eating too much chocolate again, So if we had the camera up high and we're looking high up, again, I'm now submissive and you're the viewer, you're in a position of power and you're looking down on me. So if I've got a really powerful message and I'm holding the camera up high because I think that I look skinny, it's not going to land from an emotional connection point of view. With the level. So that's just one little really sort of tip. So with you, what I would say to you is I would say put some books or something under your computer, lift it up a little bit and get rid of the ceiling so we can't see any of the ceiling up there.
Great minds think alike.
He's standing up, is he?
This is going on my desk today.
So. Oh, well done.
And that will raise my camera quite a bit. And yeah, absolutely. I've been looking forward to this desk renovation for over a year now. So you're spot on. Totally agree with it. Yeah.
So that's just sort of one thing is about, and it's all about I teach about the psychology of filmmaking. So I turn you into mini movie makers. Not a business person that does video. That just bores me to tears, if you can imagine, because that's the easy part. I want you to entertain your clients, not just make videos like everybody else and film yourself and talk for 20 minutes and that's it. It's like, no, think about what it is that you're doing. Years ago, remember when we had internets came out and we used to say, quick, hurry up, get a website. Just put anything on there, you got to get a website. Now, you spend about $7,000 or $6,000 on getting a website because it has to look right. The words have to be right. The pictures have to be right. Well, the same thing sort of happening in video. Everyone's saying, hurry up, you've got to do video. Get out there. Video is the most powerful marketing tool out there. And it's true. I'm just saying, just hang on, just slow down a little bit. Have a little think about what is it like for the person watching your video. I don't know about you, but how many videos have you watched? And I can't even watch them. Because one, they I'll see if I can do this. They sit like really close to the camera like this.
Oh yeah.
And they're holding their phone and they're talking to you, and all you want to say is "Get out of my face," right? Because your body language wise, you're too in your face. If I did the whole call like this, I saw some of you sort of sit back in your chairs, so you want to just sit back a little bit, so you're not literally in the face in their face. So there's a lot of, obviously I can't tell everything and explain everything in one little call. I look at Justin's adjusting.
I've nearly got rid of that fan. I just have to now do a squat. That'll be good for my quads.
For me, it's about how do you want people to feel? I bet you haven't even asked that question. How do you want people to feel when they're watching your videos? All you'll be thinking of is how goddamn nervous you are, how stressed you feel and everything. And there is a part in the course I teach you to help you overcome that. And we practice that to get to a place of loving yourself a little bit more. But the next part of the course is it's not about you. Filmmakers don't make a movie about them, apart from the money, I guess. But they're making the movie because they want to entertain you. They want to educate you. They want to teach you something. Would that be right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just, making the world a better place. This desire we all have to contribute and to live a better life.
And I don't know about you, but I've been to movies and something's been said in that movie and it's completely transformed my life. Have any of you put your hands up, experienced that?
Yeah.
And you're just gone, holy shit, Yeah. And that is the power of it. So imagine if you made a video that could do that, could transform lives. The first movie I made, Beautiful Soul, was an assignment. I played it to about 80 to 100 of my friends and people in Auckland because I just could. And I belly danced on stage and had a ball. It was a big show.
Yeah, cool.
And the fascinating thing out of that was that people came up to me and some people said, I wouldn't play that movie to anyone. It's going to make you look like a man-hating lesbian. It's like, what? And then other people said all these different things. And one woman came up to me and she said, I'd never met her. She said, as a result of watching your movie, I realized that I'm in an abusive relationship and I need to leave this man because he doesn't love me.
Yeah. huge shift.
And that has stuck with me. And so anytime I make a video, if I can make one minute little change or plant a seed or spark the light in somebody to become a better person, isn't that such a cool, you all know what it feels like when you've done something, and also you know what it's like when somebody's done that for you.
Yeah, love it. Touching a life and making a difference, that's that to me is the ultimate in living your potential and fulfillment. So that's amazing, Tanya. Thank you so much. I'm glad I asked that last question because you sort of went into some other things a bit deeper. So we've got a call to action for everyone on the call, and that is to adjust your camera so that when you're on a Zoom call that you're speaking in a more neutral way and not giving your power away, or not subconsciously helping or influencing people to be subservient, but be empowered. So that's pretty cool. And we've had some great comments as well. I saw a comment come up before. Was it Karen? Oh, Karen says, I'm currently doing Tanya's course and highly recommend. I have grown so much. And she's 7 weeks in, she thinks. She says she'll be gutted when it's finished.
Thank you, Karen.
Yeah, so that's awesome. Thank you, Karen, for sharing. So let's talk a bit more about that. So how do you roll this out to the world? Tanya, you run courses, you do one-on-ones, you do group courses.
Yep. So I'm being the typical self-employed and procrastinating, and I'm happy for any business coaches to jump in and help me here, but my website's not finished.
Yeah. Well, we can't be good at everything.
Because I'm
right?
busy doing other exciting stuff, but I got sick of people asking me questions, and so I decided I would do a course so then it'll be easier. So I've created this amazing 90-day course. It's the art of creating authentic video. It's not about, you can go on YouTube and find out about sound and lighting and everything, but you're not going to get Tanya McQueen. You're not going to get the life skills and the life lessons around about lighting and sound and composition and editing. And the main important thing is I'm calling out the inner star. I'm calling out you. And you get me my directing skills. So when I am filming people, I say, look, I do the filming for free because that's a fun bit, but I'm charging you for the direction and my life skills, and also the editing, how to edit. So the course is 90 days. It starts on the 19th of October.
That's a special one that you're doing for us.
Yeah, the special one for you guys. And there'll be a 3-week break over Christmas, where I'm hoping that you still carry on filming and making your movies. And it goes to, I think I've got down here the 25th of January. But we go through, I created what's called the McQueen method, which is sort of 7 steps on how to become camera confident. And I've done that through all my life experience, and it just works. People have done the course, and whether they're making videos or not, I know that their confidence in themselves and their self-love for themselves has shifted quite dramatically. So yeah, it's a one of my favorite courses because it's online, but it's in person.
Yeah.
So
I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
I a few years ago, I was really into Facebook Lives in the fairly early days of it, and I've been promoted heavily by the algorithm, and I was just doing my thing, and I felt good about it. And then I had a confidence crisis, and I had some comments and things, and sort of accusations. I was making it all about me, and whether that was other people's stuff or not, that reflected in I had this confidence crisis of confidence, and I've barely done anything on videos for like the last few years, really. So I'm so looking forward to this course, and interestingly, we did it. My wife and I, Nicole and I, did another course not that long ago, and while it was technically amazing, it totally lacks this. Not totally. They talked about it, and they're great teachers, but I didn't come away with that sense of confidence. I didn't come away with that sense of like capturing myself and getting the message across so that it lands with the feeling that I want it to land with. And even, you talk about business coaches, right? And investing in yourself, I think, is absolutely key when you're in business, because no one person can wear all the hats. There's so much to do in business. So I was in this business course and had the opportunity to present what I do in front of 60 entrepreneurs, perfect target market for what I do in self-care and, optimizing personal performance. and it just did not land. And I was like, whoa, this is in the middle of my confidence crisis. And I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I felt like the words were good, but the energy was just all wrong. And I had just in turmoil internally, and the energy wasn't right. And so I think this is such a key thing. Like you said, it's not just about getting any video up. Yes, video is powerful as a marketing tool. It's got to be a good video. It can't just be a rubbish video. So
how many of you have watched videos where it's not technically doesn't look good? They are actually filming themselves looking down on the camera, and it's gone viral on YouTube. One that comes to mind is a one where a woman put on a mask that was a Star Wars mask, and it went rah like this, and she just started laughing. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you. That went nuts on the internet, and she was famous overnight. Right. Why? Because she gave people a sense of hope. She was being authentic. She was being herself. The energy was just off the scale. You could feel it. And so it's about your soul. It's not just about spirituality. It's about your soul energy. When you connect to your higher soul energy, because that moves everywhere, right? It's not stuck in my body. Part of my soul energy is in this meat suit. But if I go connect to my higher soul energy, it's that energy that you want to be presenting from. And also, if you don't love your videos, and if you don't love who you are on camera, it is not going to work.
Yeah,
I can guarantee that 110%, mainly because 85% of how we communicate is through our body language. So you can basically tell whether I'm bullshitting you or not right now.
Yeah.
You'll be able to say, no, Tanya's full of shit, because you'll subconsciously feel it. You'll know it because you're looking at my body language. Or you'll be saying, oh, yeah, I believe what she's saying because of body language. So when you get nervous, you stiffen up in your body language, and you don't do it on purpose. It's not your fault.
Yeah. And
so that comes across, and you might be the most authentic person on the planet, but you just get in front of camera and everything just shuts down.
Yeah.
And so it is important that you love who you are. It is important that you love your videos, because how do you expect people to love your videos if you can't even watch them?
Mm. Yeah.
If you've filmed something and then you've gone, oh my God, I just can't watch it. Oh, it's just, I'll just put it out there. Hurry up, get it on Facebook Live. I don't care. Well, what sort of response do you think you're going to get?
Yeah.
You're going to get people saying, oh, that was an amazing video. Probably not.
Yeah.
Now, some of the videos I've made, which I think amazing, I haven't had many responses. And other videos that I've done where they're like my outtakes, I got a lot of responses. So there is another whole aspect. Remember, marketing is video is a marketing tool.
Yes.
So you need to also understand a little bit about marketing, which I teach you a little bit in the course as well. But it's not a marketing course. It's about how to create authentic video, your videos, according to you. Yeah. How you want them to be.
Beautiful. Well, thank you very much for sharing all of that with us. So you did mention about there is a course coming up, and we'll go offline in a moment and talk more of the details about that for those that are on the call. But yes, so wanted to, and that's for the Shine Bright team. It is a special event for a Shine Bright team only course. As you said, it's once a week for 12 weeks. There is a break over Christmas. You've been very, very kind to offer us that. And we've done similar things in the past. It's been amazing. For those of you that don't know, that maybe are watching the Facebook Live and you're wondering what the Shine Bright team is, it's an organization that distributes fantastic health technology. And it's just a great group of like-minded souls trying to make the world better. And for all of the Shine Brighters out there, obviously, we want to embrace video to get our message out there and to let people know and educate people and empower people to take charge of their health and also prosperity, and to make a better life. So I think this is the perfect opportunity for the Shine Brighters to, grab the reins of their marketing tools. The most powerful tool in the toolbox is video now, and get their confidence, get some technique, and run with it. So thank you so much for offering that. You do run a separate course as well, which is more of a one-on-one thing, right? Which is about your soul video. And that's more of a different service. That's a one-on-one service, more advanced, isn't it?
That's more about, I have what's called a soul signature movie where I film you. So as we all have a uniqueness, you've got a thumbprint that's different to my twin sister. You have a signature that you sign your name with. And you also have a golden thread that runs through your soul that no one else has. So my role as a filmmaker and a soul, I guess I see people's souls and understand them as I film those aspects of you and put a video together called a self-signature movie. And so when you are being who you are and you're speaking from your truth and you're basically saying, why did you come to planet Earth? And people watch that video, they'll be inspired to work with you. They just want what you have. It doesn't even really matter what product you're doing or selling, but that is more me. I come and film you. It's a unique product to the market. It works incredibly well. It's a beautiful product. And it's a timeless piece that will last you for 10 to 20 years. One of my dear friends who's actually on this call now, Pat, shared my self-signature movie that's probably about 12 years old. And I was a little bit mortified. And then I sort of watched it and went, actually, I'm the same person. I haven't changed. My values actually haven't changed. I just look a lot skinnier and younger. So it's sort of something that you can have that will last for quite a few years. And it's basically your why.
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. So key. And yeah, we teach the same is, really go deep on your why and you become unstoppable. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Tanya.
That's all right.
What would you like to leave as a legacy to the world as well? Last question. What's a legacy?
That. If you can laugh with me, that's my legacy. I know this sounds really funny, but maybe I'm too self-absorbed or something, but I don't feel like I have a legacy. I just really want to enjoy my time on planet Earth as much as I can. And if people choose to hang out with me and feel inspired or have a sense of learning or they inspire me. I mean, there's nothing better than being around your friends, right? And they're inspiring.
Yeah.
And sometimes I sit with my friend and go, oh my God, I can't believe you're my friend. And they go, oh my God, I can't believe you're my friend. And it's like, perfect.
That's cool. Well, yeah, to me, that sounds like a legacy in the moments that you touch people's souls and the lightness that you bring into the present moment. So that's
I guess I live my life for those magical moments where I haven't planned it, I haven't organized it, I haven't worked anything out. Something happens and it's just spectacular. And so I guess my legacy, I'm thinking about it now, is if people can have more of those moments, more of those magical moments in life, because just so cool, don't you think?
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
Really cool. That's why I live on planet Earth, to experience those.
Yeah, well, that's a great gift. Bringing people into the moment, that's why they call it the present.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show today, Tanya. Please, how can the audience learn more about you and what you do? What's your social media profile? We'll put that in the show notes.
I've just posted in there my booking go once hub, Tanya McQueen. If you want to book a free 15-minute chat with me, if you are interested in the course or a self-signature movie and you want to talk about it, click on that link and book at a time that suits you. I'm available. I'd much rather just meet people in person.
Yeah.
The other option is my email, which is tanyamcqueen8@gmail.com, tanyamcqueen8@gmail.com. And my website is mcqueencreativestudios.com. But you'll just come up with a Tanya hasn't done her work on it yet page.
Got a contact for you about that one. We'll take that offline.
So it's really professional of me. I'm talking about being professional, and but anyway, that's how it just is.
That's right. It's always a work in progress. And also Facebook, right? Tanya McQueen Facebook profile.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, brilliant. So that's it's go.oncehub.com/Tanya McQueen. That's your booking link. So yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for joining us on A Good Life Show. Thank you for helping us to create healthier, happier world. Your message matters, and you're doing an amazing job at getting other people's message out there because that matters. And, and that helps me with my mission. And I look forward, if you'd like to learn more about what I do and how I help other people, you can go to theparentpreneur.com. The link will be down below in the show notes. If you're seeing this on YouTube or Facebook, this will be posted into our Shine Bright Team community as well, which is a community of entrepreneurs that are using holistic health technologies to help live a better life. And please leave us your comments, your questions. share the love, send us a like, follow, subscribe, share it with people that need to hear this message or need to be connected with Tanya. We hope you have a great week and live a good life. Thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you, Justin. See everybody.
Bye.
Love you lots.
Okay, fantastic. So that's we're stopping the live stream here, and the recording is still going, because now I want to just briefly go into the special offer we'll do for the Shine Brighters. So if you're not a part of the Shine Bright team, thank you so much for joining us for the show. Hope you enjoyed that and got to connect more with Tanya and Tanya's story, what she does, and encourage you to get in touch with Tanya if you're not already, and make your dreams come true through your video. But we will ask you to depart at this point, as this is a special presentation for the Shine Bright team. So thank you for coming.
See you, Gary. Thank you.
So, okay, great. That's fantastic.
They're nearly gone.
Yeah, that's right. I'm moving them along as well. Keep it coming. Megan, is that Megan Stevens? If you could just unmute yourself for a second, let us know which Megan that is. That would be really helpful. In fact, I think I locked it so you can't unmute yourself, but no. Okay, now you can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello. Which
Hello.
Megan?
What did you need me to say?
Oh, it's that Megan. No, it's all good. I thought it was a different Megan. Fantastic. I just wanted to check in with who it was. Good to have you.
Okay, I'm going.
Thank you very much.
See
It's always
ya.
a mystery, when the videos are off. You don't know who it is. Great.
We're
Because,
on now.
and that's fine. It's don't please stick around. But the reason is because Tanya has given us a very exclusive deal, an amazing opportunity for the Shine Bright team to participate in what she does in her training. At an exceptional price, and so therefore we want to have confidentiality around that, because no one else gets a deal like this, right? It's not that we don't value. We really value what she's doing for us, and therefore other people are welcome to pay full price, but we cannot pay full price. We get a bargain. So I'm just bringing this up, and if you'd like to talk a little bit more about your course while I bring up your flyer, Tanya, and I'll screen share your flyer.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, it's very bespoke. Basically, what I mean by that is, yes, we've got certain modules that we go through and that we learn, but everybody's at different stages. So some people will be really good at presenting. Some people won't have the technical knowledge. Some people, you don't know what you don't know until you do the course. What I get, most things I get in the course when people are doing it is going, oh, I didn't know that. And it's like, well, of course you don't know it, because where are you going to learn it from? So the course itself obviously is 90 days, but it's going to be longer than 90 days because we've got Christmas. And I thought it would be good to have a good 3-week break over Christmas, New Year, and then get back into it, which basically means you get the course 3 weeks longer than everybody else, as well as it being cheaper. I don't know if this is a good deal, Justin, but anyway. So what it means is that you do get me, you do have one-on-one sessions with me. And that means that, because sometimes when you're in a group, you're doing a group call, you might have questions, and you just need to, you can't just sort of ask in the group and get an answer. It might be something I need to take you through a process. Or I might need to log on and we do the editing together. So I actually take over your computer and show you how to do the editing while you're sitting there with me live. So the benefit of the editing is that you're not just going, oh, what button did she click on? What's she doing? You can record it. It's just you and me. You can make mistakes. It doesn't matter. If you want me to jump in on a call when you start recording yourself, what we've had is we've had a person with their iPhone set up to record themselves, and then they've zoomed me on a computer and put me on a stool, and I'm kind of like this virtual director. So when you're filming yourself, I'm going, no, stop, shift your energy here, or do this, or move that, or stand closer, or move away. Because even though I teach you certain things in the course, we all have different houses, different homes, different environments that we want to film in. So I can help you set up your environment for filming virtually. So it's not just a course where you just log on, watch me, and then go and do the stuff. there are opportunities where you can have that one-to-one, which I think is vitally important.
Absolutely. And that's kind of what Karen was saying, right? That she has learned so much about herself from doing the course. It's not just about how to do a video, but she's seeing where her videos might be lacking or going in a direction that's just not authentic and getting her story across. That's my take on what she was saying to us. Can you see that screen yet?
Yes, yeah, I can see it.
Yep, fantastic. So this is the a flyer. So this will be posted for all of us in the Shine Bright team, and goes a little bit more into depth as to what it is and a little bit about her. But you can see the Zoom calls. They're valued at $1,500. The Zoom with Tanya is $1,000. It's 2 years of personal Zoom time, and this practical one-on-one. And that's what I lacked in the last video course I did. And I've got to say, it costs a lot more.
Just click on that number 2 slide so people can see it. It's a little bit too small. So just go down arrow or something onto because we've got the first one.
I think screen share started to play up. I'll read it.
Oh, right. So I just didn't know if anyone could actually read all of that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, there we go.
There. So the 12 weekly group calls. So we'll do that every Tuesday at 11 a.m. for 1 hour. And as Tanya said, the dates started next Tuesday, it's following Tuesday.
So I think we put, where's the date gone? 19th of October.
19th of October, brilliant. There's that one-on-one time with Tanya, and she was just talking about that, and I didn't get any of that in this other course, and I just felt lost. I really needed that. So sometimes you need some one-on-one.
And so I say you have up to 2 hours, because you might just need to jump on a Zoom call and have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You might not need a whole hour call. Sometimes you might need the 2 hours. So that's why I've gone up to 2 hours. I know it's really busy for me, but I want it to be really work for you. And I know that the one-on-one calls work.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. Thank you very much. And then video business strategy, that's $500 as well. So that's how the course is valued. So normal price for the course is $3,000 plus GST. And we are blessed to have Tanya offer us for $600 plus GST only for this year, the end of this year. And that is also subject to us getting enough of us to do the course as well. So I think that you can see for yourself that this is a phenomenal discounted course, and it's got great value in it, and it's practical. It's, how do you start to translate what you're doing today to really getting your message out there in a way that lands with your audience in video? You feel empowered, and you start to attract that tribe that values what you value. We know that we've got an amazing product that's just most of the world doesn't know about it yet. And so what I'm seeing is most of us need to learn to get leads in, to have that attraction marketing and having people coming to us interested in what we're doing. The people that are doing some social media strategies are getting results with that. We're seeing, like Nicole did a post last week, bang, she's getting, she got a customer from that. So this is taking it to the next level, right? Asia's talking about next level marketing, leaving network marketing in the past and going to next level marketing and coming with a customer acquisition program next year. And, there's more social sharing, social selling. The people that you attract are going to want to connect with you. So I just think this is a phenomenal opportunity. And I'm super grateful for Tanya for offering this. And again, this price is confidential. This is for our group only, and only if we get enough numbers. But please touch base with us. We'll start to take a list of interested parties, and we'll get on board. And who knows what could come of this, hey? Who wants to be a TV and a video star? Yeah, you got a message, Diana.
I think also it's just, if people want to see my work, I do apologize for my website not being up there, but if you want Justin if you give Justin your email address, I'll email you more details and some videos of what people have said about the course and videos of me talking about the course if you need more information about it.
Perhaps Tanya, what might be better if you send me that information, and I'll put that in the Facebook post on the Shine Bright team. That's a private Shine Bright team group, and I can put that on the YouTube channel as well if you'd like. If you're happy with that being open information, I'll put that in the show notes as well. So anyone who watches that video, and they're not watching this part, they're just watching that first part, but they can have access to all that information too. So that's a way to promote you and say thank you for all you're doing for us.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I just believe in what you guys are doing, and it's a very unique business, and it's to do with health and well-being, and you all have quite remarkable stories, as I know you wouldn't be doing this business if you hadn't. And so that gets me excited, because I think if I can have a little helping hand in helping you get out there more and connecting to more people, then my job's done.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Now's a great time. If you've got some questions or some comments, I know some of you know Tanya, you've met Tanya before. It's ironic how I keep meeting people that know you.
Tanya knows everybody.
She knows everybody.
I've only been in Australia 2 years, mate.
I know, but we always go, she knows that person, she knows that person.
Yeah. So Tanya, great to have you on board here today, and terrific interview, Justin. And I'm just curious. I've got a couple of, I've heard, we've connected privately before and on a more personal level, but and out in the community, but I'm also just wondering, with regard to the 12-week course, what would be the end game in terms of, at the end of 12 weeks, what would you have in terms of a video or videos? What sort of length, what sort of thing would come from it that you would be able to practically put up or use, or so I need to just know that piece. And also the other piece is, if it starts on the 19th of October, is that a Tuesday or Thursday or something? Tuesday. And is it in the morning, the afternoon, that kind of deal?
11 a.m. every Tuesday from the 19th of October till the last Tuesday before Christmas, then a 3-week break, and then we finish the three weeks after Christmas as well. So and those will be recorded. We can put them into a special private Facebook group for those that can't attend, and we can create a bit of a community in that as well for those that are doing the course. It's very similar to what we've done with Shine on Social.
Great.
It goes in, so we'll do the same with Tanya, and Tanya will be a part of that group as well. So that way, that all the information is contained in the one place.
Fantastic.
So basically, for me, Jeanette, is the purpose of the course is to help you create a template on how to become a filmmaker, all the different stages. So there's 3 different creative stages. The first is the script writing and the type of video that you're going to make. I won't talk about the types of videos, but when you get really crystal clear on who is the target market, why are you making the video that you're making, why are you choosing to make that video, where are you going to put it, then you can write the script, you can do the storyboard. Then you've got the creative part in the middle, which is actually doing the filming part, filming to camera, where you'll learn about the lighting and the sound and everything. And then the final creative process is the editing. And so when you have editing software and you have a template of editing, once it's a little bit asked about Facebook, once you learn how to edit, you know how to film. And so it's really, really, really powerful. I would consider myself a very good editor, which means I know now how to film you. And so you kind of need to go through the process, because I'm teaching you something in about 3 months that I've learned over 12 years, as much as I can, to apply to your business. So what you do, you will learn the process, you'll have a template, you'll have a structure to create whatever video you want moving forward. However, people have decided, right, okay, I'm going to make a welcome video, I'm going to make a sales video, and we choose one video to make in the course. If you are really good at it, you can make 2 or 3 or 4, like some people have.
Okay.
One thing that you do need to know, it can be time consuming, but the main thing is you now have a tool, you have a structure, you have a template to fit everything in to that, to make whatever video you want moving forward. And also you can end up with 2 or 3 videos at the end of the course of your choosing, what you want to make. And that's where that little that video strategy session that I have to have with each individual, so I can sit with you and we make a decision and that, what do you need?
Sounds fantastic. So that gave me a whole lot of clarity right there and then. So
Yep,
thank you.
great. Yeah.
Thank you for asking that question, Jeanette. That's brilliant. We should have covered a bit more about that, but we have, thanks to you. Any other great questions? Insights?
What kind of software do you need to have for editing?
What I do, trust me, I've researched lots of stuff. There's a program called Filmora, which I'll show you how to use. It is online. You do purchase it for a couple of $100 or $100 to bring into your computer, or you can use the free version of it. And so that is an epic software from the point of view of it is an amazing company. They have lots of templates that you can download and purchase, and the online support and help is next to nothing. That was really important for me, that I teach you how to do the editing, you finish the course, and then what?
Sure.
You know, you don't do any editing for 2 or 3 months, and then you go, oh my God, I can't remember. Well, you just basically log online and ask them to help you, and they do, and it's free.
Okay, excellent. So you'd have to get that to start the course?
What I do is I go through each stage that we go through. When we get to the editing stage, then I explain the software for you.
Okay.
So you're not editing straight away in the course.
Okay, good.
And is that an online software? So it's not...
No, you download it into your computer.
Okay. Is it Mac and PC compatible?
Oh yeah, definitely. So you can download a PC version, Mac version. That was the hardest thing, trying to find. There are softwares out there that are totally free, but I'm telling you now, it will do your heads in.
Yeah.
Unless you've done a lot of editing like me, it's really not user friendly. So this software is a little bit better than so if you've got an Apple. It will what do they call iMovie?
iMovie. Okay.
Yeah, so it's better than iMovie, and it's better than Windows Movie Maker.
Okay.
And when I show it to you and show when you can purchase, download music, you can buy stuff on it. That means that it's really safe for your business to use. It's not, you're okay with the copyright stuff, is what I say.
Yeah, that's a whole area most people have got no idea about. I really want to have sort of more music and sound in what I do. And as we found recently, when we simply streamed and put on YouTube some streaming of our conference, our ASEA conference, all got taken down automatically.
Yeah, it would have, yeah. So it's really important to make sure that the videos are safe, that no one's going to sue you in 2 years' time because you've used their music or their images or their video footage. So you do have to be really mindful, but I teach all that in the course as we go through it, to make sure that you can still have that element of creativity, but also respecting people's work.
Fantastic. For those of you that are connected with the Shine Bright team Google Calendar, I've already put all of those dates in that Google Calendar, so they should show up on your computer calendars automatically. And of course, that is compatible with iCal as well. Okay, cool. Any other last questions for anyone else on the call for Tanya today? I can't wait to put my new, and I know, Jen, you asked if it's a new Mac. No, it's not a new Mac.
I didn't think it was, because it wasn't a color.
Nicole's, isn't it?
It's Nicole's old Mac, but it's still only a couple of years old, and it's a lot newer than this machine. This is a 6-year-old machine, which is amazing, but it's well and truly by its use-by date now. And I'm really excited because it's going to lift my camera up to a perfect height, because my desk is a little short. That's the problem. My wind-up desk doesn't go up enough.
I can guarantee at the end of the course, I'm not going to make you put out bad videos. I'm a little bit hard on that. I don't want you guys looking like dicks and everything, because there are lots of tiny little things that I can just say to you that will just transform your videos like that. So it's really important that you look good, sound good, and mainly you feel good. And also you just start enjoying getting your message out there and enjoying the creativity. Once you understand the creativity of filmmakers, I want to turn you into little mini filmmakers.
Oh, love it.
That's so cool. Not just a business person videoing themselves going bleep, bleep, bleep. Like, come on, get a little bit more creative. I mean, maybe we'll make a movie together one day. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool.
That would be very cool.
I'm excited by that. Yeah. To help us make, a whole bunch of little mini movie makers. That would be cool.
Yeah, very much so.
Well, if a whole group of us are doing it too, we're all getting the message out, in different ways, and we can use, I don't know, if we end up sharing each other's videos, perhaps, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
so with
We're
the,
obviously working on the same, we're all aligned working on the same cause.
so what happens is I set up a secret Facebook group, and it's secret. No one else can access it. And I take it down at the end of the course. So at the start of the course, you're in that Facebook page, and there is lots of little home play things that you need to do. And you film yourself and post it so everyone can see it. It is part of coming out and being camera confident. So I don't want to tell you everything about the course because, those are my little fun things. So there's a lot of fun stuff that we do. It's not just hard work making a video. But the transformation comes in when you're doing the work outside the lessons, obviously. So the Facebook page means that everybody gets to see everything. When you finish the course, I have an elite video coaching graduate page where everybody that's done all my elite video coaching courses goes into, and they put their videos in there, and I put updates and new products and stuff like that, and that's free for you to go into. I better say at the moment because there's a few people in there now, but so you get to connect with people that have worked with me and together, and it's kind of like a bit of a video clan type of thing.
The Illuminati.
Yeah.
The McQueen
Community.
method Illuminati. No, Illuminati, not Illuminati.
I know I was going to say, be careful what you say.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Tanya. Any last words or comments, questions from people before we wrap it up? It's been a great conversation and enlightening, and I certainly hope inspiring. And I invite all the Shine Bright team to join in and take the opportunity of this course to really get your message out there. And I'm looking forward to making like nice movies about my family.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to do a series of videos and help my own coaching business, but I kind of just want to have some nice videos I can look back on in 20 years time, because it's not like the videos fade. We're in the world of digital.
Yeah, that's very true.
You can make beautiful family memories, for yourself and others through this. So I'm excited for that too.
And I'm looking at what you were saying before, Tanya. It's not about necessarily what you do in the world. Like, we're all a seer people here, but that's not all that's one piece, that's one facet, but it's like who you are, so that you become a magnet, not just for that, but for all sorts of things. So I like the power of that. And, I've always been pretty on board with that whole soul signature film idea. And I just think it'll be great to see how people respond and come forward with it.
I think what from the past and with clients and everything is that they'll either like your video or they hate it. Now, that's not a bad thing. It just means that you get rid of all the people that don't resonate with you and your frequency vibration, get rid of them quicker to open up for those that do resonate with your frequency, vibration and energy. I think a lot of people make the mistake, and I'll talk about this in the course, of trying to sell something on video. Selling is not about talking. Selling is about listening, and it's about asking questions, and it's about the video. The purpose of the video is to entice them enough to contact you. Then you do the selling. So I don't personally agree with trying to sell online, if that makes sense. For those first initial videos, it's just like, get their interest, get their, oh, who's that? I want to know her. Pick up the phone, ring me, email me, contact me on Facebook, message me. So to entice you, and then you ask questions and what it is that they need, and then you can overcome their objections and basically give them what they need, which is what selling is.
Yeah, fantastic. Sounds great to me. I'm in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time today, Tanya, and thank you everyone for joining us on the call. Touch base if you need help with that, but please send me a personal message if you'd like to put your name down as an attendee, and we'll do an enrollment process and get all the rest of it sorted out. I think, Tanya, you did offer a pay by month program or something, didn't you?
Yeah, I just sort of thought, because of COVID, I understand some people have some financial challenges, and I didn't want people to miss out. So I've offered it. I do have to charge a little bit more, obviously, for monthly. So it's $250 plus GST a month. and rather than the whole full 600 plus GST up front. So you save a little bit more if you pay the money up front.
Yeah, brilliant, which is very standard in business. And that actually works out, if you're paying it up front, that works out to be $55 a week. That includes the GST. So it's $50 a week for an hour of an expert to learn how you can get your voice into the minds and hearts of the people that you want to attract most into your business. I think that's a bargain. So super grateful, and it's been a pleasure this whole journey meeting you and me through my challenges, and eventually it's happening. So get on board.
All right, nice to see you, David, Jeanette, and Jane, everybody.
That's
Really
right.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Great
Thanks,
job.
Kirsten. You're
everyone.
awesome, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.